Meghan Markle wants Prince Harry to detox? Let me explain. Hey up everyone, it's me, Stef, the alternate, your nerdy alternative, and welcome to another dose of the Daily Nerd, where I break down the royal news and gossip of the day that's pretty much caught me eye, and oh my goodness, yeah. Well, let's jump into this madness, shall we, because, yup, Hazard is unravelling. He's realised he has absolutely effed up, as Megzy is now concerned and is trying to get him to detox. So what the hell is actually going on? Well, Megzy is now hoping for a summer of healing and non-confrontation. Well, if she stops attacking the royal family, apologises for doing it alongside an apology for Hazard, and, then moves on, then, yeah, healing and non-confrontation summer could actually be in reach. Will they do that, though? I'm not holding my breath. So will they get a summer of healing and non-confrontation? I don't think so. Anywho, Hazard has been going through a very stressful time due to the court battles, the hefty workload, his family health news back home with King Charles and Princess Catherine. He's now said to be struggling with being estranged from his family in the UK, which, to be fair, as I said in a previous video earlier on today, it's all his fault as to why he is estranged from his own family. He now needs to do a lot of reflection and a lot of active reconciliation with the family. Apologising is a good first step from both him and Megzy. But again, will they ever apologise to the royal family? I'm not going to hold my breath on that one. Now, we've got a source telling Heat magazine, quote, Megsy's proud of how Hazard's been handling the stress, but recently he's been starting to unravel. Well, if he's unraveling, then I wouldn't be proud of how he's handling the stress. I'd be proud if he's handling the stress well, where you're in a situation where he's not unraveling. But anyway, he's less able to remove himself from the situation than she is, as he's still clinging on to the hope of a family reconciliation that she feels isn't going to happen. Now, Megzy and I are in complete agreement there. That family reconciliation is never going to happen. Why? Well, that would be down to Hazard and Megzy. Again, as I said, one step to reconciliation would be for them to apologise to the royal family. They're not going to do that. Therefore, that reconciliation that he hopes for just ain't going to happen. So Megzy and I are certainly in agreement with that. The source then goes to say it's much more painful for him because he's not getting any proper updates on Princess Catherine or King Charles. Which, again, of course he's not getting any proper updates. A bit of conspiracy theory or whatever, the royal family can't trust him as far as they can throw him. Think about all the information that he's put out there that should have been kept behind doors when it comes to royal family, that he put just in spare alone. You can't trust him. If they give him any updates when it comes to King Charles or Princess Catherine, how much would you bet that somehow it would find its way into the media? I'm just asking for a friend. So, yeah, I won't trust him as far as I could throw him. Looks like the royal family is subscribing to the same thought process as well when I could get my teeth back in. Now, the source also adds that it's been hard for Megzy to see Hazard climbing the walls the way he's been doing. She wants them to take a break from all the toxicity. By doing so, here we go, the source is claiming that Megzy has called for a total media detox for at least a month and has urged him to lay low during the summer so he can heal. Now, get this. It looks like she's suggesting for him to take the detox, but not for her. I would say she would need it as well, to be fair. Now, despite this being estranged from his family is said to be the most painful time for Hazard, who is struggling to stay positive. Well, yeah, but again, that estrangement is Hazard's doing. Hazard and Megsy's doing. So it's completely his fault. There is one step that he can make towards reconciliation, but he's not going to do it, opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, because he and Megzy are too pig-headed. It's as simple as that. They're too narcissistic. Reports are coming through that they believe that the royal family should apologise to them, not the other way around. They're absolutely insane to think that, as far as I'm concerned. Now, the new report comes after we have Kinsey Schofield saying that Hazard really does want to return to the UK, saying that he was devastated at losing his UK sanctuary and that Meg's reluctance to actually return to Britain is actually hard for him, saying, I actually think that the royal family was in the right to take it back. Now, we're talking about Frogmore Cottage here, which I absolutely agree with Kinsey on it. Saying, but I do think that hurt Prince Hazard and frightened him a little bit because he realised that he was kind of alone on an island. He didn't have an option to go back and have this comfortable space where he knew where to find his favourite pair of socks or whatever. But again, this isolation that he might be feeling here, again, is of his own doing. It's of his own doing. And now reports are coming in that Megxie and Hazard are just not on the same page, as Hazard is entering a new stage in his life. He's brooding over the past, whilst Megxie has moved on from the drama and is trying to make the Sussex brand a reality. We also have, Tom Quinn here, which, again, people are saying is the new Omid Scobie, saying, quote, that here, Megxie appears to have moved on to some extent, but then she was only part of the royal family for a relatively short time. She has more to focus on in the States than her husband has. Telling the Mirror that Meggs is the main driver of the brand Sussex venture in America, whilst Hazard has little to do beyond brooding over the past. And yeah, the reports are still coming through that he is brooding over the past, and he's now regretting abandoning his old pals for life in America with Megxie. And furthermore, his friends don't want anything to do with him anymore because they won't visit him in America for one key reason. And what would that one key reason be? Megxie. Again, the branded new Omid Scobie, Tom Quinn, telling the Mirror here, quote, he misses his old Etonian and army friends, many of whom have not visited as they don't get on with Megxie. Oh, I wonder why. I wonder why they don't get on with Megxie. As time goes by, Hazard misses some aspects of his old life in the UK. Inevitably, the honeymoon period, where everything in the States is new and exciting, is coming to an end. And Hazard is looking back at the past through rose-tinted spectacles. Yeah, the grass ain't greener on the other side, mate. It really, really is not. And he's finally, it looks like, looking at the reports here, is realising it. To the point where, again, reports are coming through that Hazard is now unravelling, realising he's effed up, and Megxie now wants him to detox. You think Hazard is going to do a detox? I don't think so. Do you? And the only way that he could stop this reported unravelling and looking back on his life with regret and hoping for a reconciliation with the royal family is making that first gigantic step to go back to the royal family with Megxie and apologising to them. Until then, all this unravelling, all this regret, all this upset over the hope of a reconciliation, it's not going to happen until he makes that first move, as far as I'm concerned. And until then, everything that he's feeling, the unravelling, the regret, the hope for reconciliation, it's all of his own doing. With that being said, if you appreciated this video and you want more, and believe me, of course there's going to be more, then make sure you subscribe to join our Alter Nerd tribe, because I'll be honest with you, help us now get to 1 million so we can also get that gold play button right there and hopefully cause a Meghan Markle meltdown on Instagram. Like, share, comment down below your opinion, conspiracy theories, whatever's. Also as well, if you've got some very strong opinions about all of this, and I bet you do, then make sure you send me a super thanks. It's just below this video right here. We can have a conversation about this because it does guarantee a response from me. And until the next time, you guys, laters.